Do you need to speak English at work? Knowing more business English vocabulary words, would that help you when you're working? If you answered yes to these questions, then this is the lesson for you because we're going to study some business English vocabulary. Let's go. In today's lesson, we are going to study business English vocabulary. And like I said in the introduction, if you use English at work, then this lesson is very useful for you. In today's lesson, we are going to learn 3 advanced English vocabulary words that you can use at work. Now, I've already done some lessons on collocations. Today's lesson, we are not going to do collocations. We are just going to do vocabulary words. So that means it's just one word, not a phrasal vocabulary word. So remember 3 new words for you to use at work today. My name is Shelly. Thank you for joining me, and let's get started. After I explain each of the 3 words, I'll give you an example sentence. And at the end of the video, at the end of the lesson, there will be a mini test where you must fill in the blank with the correct vocabulary word. All right, number 1, the first vocabulary word we will study today is collaborate. Collaborate. Collaborate is a verb. That means it's an action word. Collaborate means to work together with someone, to join someone on a project and work together. So that is collaborate. A great example sentence for this is, I look forward to collaborating with you on the new project. Number 2, this will be a little bit more difficult than the first one. The word is diversify. Diversify means to become more varied. It means that you're going to start to make a new range of products and services. Now, for example, if you look at Apple, Apple company, they originally started making computers. That's all you could buy. You could buy computers. But Apple decided to begin to start making a range of new products and new services. So they diversified their lineup. Now we can buy computers, we can buy iPads, we can buy phones, we can buy car entertainment systems, we can buy speakers, headphones. They've completely diversified their product lineup. A good example sentence for this is, the company decided to diversify their product offerings to reach new markets. Number 3 will be the most difficult. It's also the most current. This is a vocabulary word that we often use now, but 20 years ago, nobody used it. It's a more current business English vocabulary word. The word is bandwidth. Bandwidth. Now, some of you might be wondering, wait a minute, bandwidth, we're talking about the internet. Yes, you're right. That is one meaning. When we talk about the internet, bandwidth means the total amount of capacity that you can transmit or receive data. So we talk about maybe 30, 40 megabytes per second. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking business English. And bandwidth, this means your mental capacity. It means the amount of energy or the amount of mental capacity you have to do some work. A good example sentence for this is, I don't have the bandwidth to take on more work. Basically, this is a very polite way to say that I cannot do more work. I don't have the energy, I don't have the mental ability, maybe I don't have the time to do extra work. Okay, so those were the 3 vocabulary words today: collaborate, diversify, and bandwidth. If you have any questions regarding these 3 vocabulary words, you can ask me down below or just rewatch each of the explanations. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. Also, don't forget to share this video with your coworkers and colleagues. Okay, so that brings us to the test time. Now, I was thinking about my other videos, and in those other videos, I would give you 3 new business vocabulary words or 5 English vocabulary words, and then I would give you a test, and it was usually 3 sentences or 5 sentences. And those are really good, but I thought at the last sentence, everybody knows the answer. So today, we've learned 3 words, and in our test, we're going to have 4 sentences. So that means I will use one of the words 2 times. What I'll do next is I will read a sentence. There will be a blank space. In that blank space, please choose collaborate or diversify or bandwidth. Number 1, the restaurant decided to something its menu with new regional dishes. What word will you choose? All right, the correct answer for this is diversify. The restaurant decided to diversify its menu with new regional dishes. Number 2, Sarah's something for learning new skills is impressive. What is your answer for this sentence? The correct answer here is bandwidth. Sarah's bandwidth for learning new skills is impressive. So that means Sarah's mental capacity for learning new skills is impressive. She can learn a lot of new skills. So that is very impressive. Number 3, the students had to something on a group project. What is your answer for this sentence? The correct answer here is collaborate. The students had to collaborate on a group project. Number 4, the manager recognized that the team had limited something. So she prioritized the most important work. What is your answer for this? The correct answer here is bandwidth. Bandwidth. The manager recognized that the team had limited bandwidth, so she prioritized the most important work. So she understood the team didn't have so much mental capacity or energy. So she prioritized, she chose the most important work to be done first. Okay, so how did you do? This time we had 4 sentences, so you had to choose one vocabulary word 2 times. Did you get all of those right? If not, don't worry. You can always do it again. And remember, in 1 week, in 2 weeks, or in a month, come back to this video, come back to this lesson, and try again. Reviewing is so important for remembering vocabulary. And remember, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that now. Also, give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell. I have other vocabulary lessons as well, so make sure you check out all of those as well. Until the next lesson, see ya. Thank you very much for watching today's lesson. Today we practice a business English vocabulary lesson. We learned 3 advanced words. If you think these words were useful and it's going to help your English, please subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. Until the next lesson, see ya.